What's going on, everybody? This is dkdynamite, and today we're going to be talking about multiple trailers for Modern Warfare 2, a supposed list of all upcoming weapons, and even some other big announcements. Definitely stay tuned. But before we jump into that, be sure to hit that subscribe button down below, drop a like, and make sure you have notifications on to stay up to date with everything going on in Cold War Year 2, Warzone, Modern Warfare 2, and any other future Call of Duty as well. I want to thank all you guys out there for tuning in to my live stream yesterday, where we reacted to the PlayStation State of Play event, where we thought there would have been a mention of Modern Warfare 2 featuring PSVR 2 support, but they didn't end up mentioning it, and I do think they'll end up talking about that a little bit during Summer Games Fest next week, and didn't want to blow their entire load on Modern Warfare 2 marketing as of yesterday. But nonetheless, State of Play was still a ton of fun, and we had a lot of cool surprise announcements that I think all of us out there definitely enjoyed. But with that being said, we then got an eye emoji tweet from Steam themselves regarding the reveal of Modern Warfare 2, hinting at the return of Call of Duty on Steam. The last time we saw a Call of Duty released on Steam was World War II 2017. It was a lifetime ago. Call of Duty's been on Battlenet ever since the launch of Black Ops 4, but then Battlenet also went ahead and tweeted about Modern Warfare 2 and have been marketing it on their client. So we're like, hold on a second, are we gonna see Modern Warfare 2 release on both Steam and Battlenet this time around? I think that actually is going to be the case, which is gonna be a first. We've never really seen a Call of Duty drop on all those platforms ever before, but that's great for those out there that prefer Steam over Battlenet or vice versa. However, I did see some really weird comments out there suggesting that people out there wanted Modern Warfare 2 mod tool support, but I don't think that's why people out there were actually excited for Call of Duty coming back to Steam. I actually think the reason why is because this could mean that for Black Ops 2024, if that game also drops on Steam, there would probably be a high chance that we have a Black Ops 3 all over again, where Treyarch officially releases mod tools to the public. We have a full-on Steam workshop. I think that's why people out there are really excited about Modern Warfare 2 coming back to Steam. It's not because of Modern Warfare 2 mod tool support, which I don't think would be really useful anyway, unless you guys want to make some custom DMZ experiences or custom Spec Ops maps. I think the truth about that has to do with Treyarch's next Black Ops installment. But Black Ops aside, we then got an official live action teaser trailer for Modern Warfare 2, which does use the tagline, "Ultimate Weapon is Team." And I'll be honest with you, I'm not really a fan of that tagline. It doesn't really sound right. It doesn't really roll well on the tongue. I think they could have done a lot better with a tagline, especially for an iconic team like Task Force 141. I mean, the one from 2019, which was, I believe, if you can't identify the target, you are the target, that one was badass. Kind of gave me chills a little bit. They didn't use it too much throughout the DLC season, and maybe they won't use this tagline throughout much of the DLC season either, but for launch, I suppose that's what we're going to deal with. And the live action looks fantastic. I mean, I love the fact that the actors are so down and in character, and they're ready to just promote COD as much as they can. I love that they're enjoying their time in these roles, right? It looks fantastic. But as you guys probably noticed on the Call of Duty YouTube channel, June 8th at 12 p.m. Central is the exact time that the premiere will actually begin for the Modern Warfare 2 reveal. So I'll be streaming my live reaction here on the channel when the day comes. Hope to see you guys there. I'm really looking forward to it, and I know people out there have begun to kind of dig through the scheduled premiere and actually managed to find out how long the premiere will be. We'll get back to that in a second, but a blog post was then posted by Infinity Ward claiming that Modern Warfare 2 represents one of the most ambitious, beautiful, bombastic, melt-your-face-off game Infinity Ward has ever created. Now, that remains to be seen, right? Is that the truth about this upcoming Call of Duty? We'll have to wait and see, but the blog post doesn't really say much else other than some details about the process the devs went through to actually get this game off the ground. It's not a blog post that reveals anything spicy about content or any other future reveals, but I'll leave the link to that blog post down below in this video's description. Now, we have a lot more to get through, don't go anywhere, but let's go ahead and thank the sponsor of today's video. Now, tonight's video is sponsored by YouGov. YouGov offers an easy way to earn cash and gift cards just for sharing your opinion. So yes, you can earn money by having some hot takes. YouGov allows you to take online surveys to earn points and get cash rewards. YouGov has polls and surveys about public affairs, politics, products, and brands. For example, they currently offer surveys about social issues, unemployment, climate change, and even more. Now, YouGov is free to join, and as a member, you'll earn points for completing short surveys and answering questions from their website or even the mobile app. You can also earn bonus points for completing your first few surveys. You can also be rewarded for recommending YouGov to your friends and family.
Don't bother spending your day job money on something that you're not confident about. Rely on YouGov to fund your next movie, dinner, pair of shoes, or even a new game. I know I'll be using YouGov to pick up some new parts for the gaming PC that I'm currently building. Click on a special link in this video's description to start making money today. Thank you to YouGov for sponsoring tonight's video.
Now back to the video, the GOAT himself, PlayStation Size, went ahead and reported on somehow the exact length of the upcoming reveal that's on Call of Duty's YouTube channel. It's scheduled to be 1 minute and 49 seconds. I know that isn't very long. It's probably just a story cinematic of sorts to kind of give us a feeling as to what's going on with Task Force 141, what their new mission is in this sequel. It's not going to be anything crazy like actual gameplay or a multiplayer sneak peek. Who knows what they're going to end up showing. I'm excited for this. I'm not sure how PlayStation Size got his hands on this exact length, but I'm sure other data miners and hackers and talented individuals out there can also find the same information. But that's what we're going with right now. It's a little under 2 minutes long, which isn't that different from the original global reveal of Modern Warfare 2019, so it's about on par with that, as you can see. We then got an official confirmation from Summer Games Fest themselves that just a day after the global reveal of Modern Warfare 2, we're going to be getting actual campaign gameplay from one of the levels. We already knew about this thanks to Ralph's Valve, other verified gaming scoopers who've claimed over the past couple of months that we're going to be getting back-to-back trailers for this game, and this is just confirmation of it. So June 9th at 1 p.m. Central, 2 p.m. EST, of other time zones down below, that will be the beginning of the Summer Games Fest presentation. We're not sure how far into the Summer Games Fest they're going to be showing Call of Duty, but I'll again be streaming my live reaction to this event with all you guys out there and hope to see you guys there. I'm excited about this. I mean, it's similar to how they handled Black Ops Cold War and Vanguard, where during some big gaming events, they showcase a couple of minutes of one of the campaign missions. And we know as of right now, according to other scoopers, that the gameplay they're about to show for one of the campaign levels of Modern Warfare 2 is going to be over 4 to 5 minutes long. So we're in for a treat, and you can also watch the premiere over in select IMAX theaters. So take advantage of that if you guys have an IMAX theater near you. Now, another crazy report is that pro players have actually already played Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer early, and nobody's really said very much. They're obviously not allowed to, but I've seen some jokes going around that the pros have acknowledged that they've played Modern Warfare 2 early and that they're grateful for the opportunity, but haven't really praised the game. Now, it doesn't really mean much because, again, they're probably under some tight NDAs and tight restrictions to where they can only say they've played it. They can't say how good it was or how fun it may have been, but I'm sure we'll hear more about their experiences in the next couple of weeks, if not sooner. But yeah, I hope it's a good sign that, yeah, Infinity Ward wants the pros to get their hands in the game early so they can have a really polished ranked experience, because a lot of the pros did not like Modern Warfare 2019. They were very vocal about that. I think they have been vocal, though, that they loved Cold War and that Vanguard feels like a bit of a watered down but more polished version of Modern Warfare 2019 multiplayer. That's, again, the opinions that I've noticed and observed from the pros while watching some of their events, some of their tournaments. So I'm really curious how the feedback will roll into Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer this time around and how it'll impact their opinion of the scene this year. Now, we then got several celebrity trailers for Modern Warfare 2 as well, kind of reenacting the live action teaser trailer we just talked about earlier in the video. And we got some trailers featuring Tim the Tatman, content creator himself that is a Warzone fanatic. We then got Trey Young, Pete Davidson, and probably even more celebrities that will be showcased over the next couple of days. And I'll link you guys all of these videos down below in this video's description. It's cool that they're doing this. I mean, the celebrity trailers are always a blast with Call of Duty. They've done them for almost every COD to date now, right? Whether it's pre-launch, whether it's for a season, a big Warzone update. Always great to see stuff like this. And if you guys are a fan of these celebrities, let me know how you're feeling about them down below in the comments. I think one of my favorite celebrity trailers to date was definitely The Haunting from Black Ops Cold War with FaZe Swag. There were some other individuals popping up. It was cool to see stuff like that for some of my favorite games. Now, I also want to bring up something that I don't think has been talked about too much. I've seen it a little bit here and there on Twitter, and that's regarding Vanguard not getting a Season 6, but what that would mean for Modern Warfare 2, because that game isn't coming out till October 28th. So if Season 5 ends up starting in maybe mid-August for Vanguard, will that last all the way until October? That's probably likely, and here's the reason why I think that could be the case and how a Season 6 will kind of be filled in by something else. Well, we're going to end up getting probably an alpha for Gunfight in Modern Warfare 2. That's been heavily rumored. However, there are some scoopers out there claiming that it isn't going to happen, but if that does happen, it'll be sometime in July. And then when it comes to a multiplayer beta, that's definitely going to happen, but if I had to guess when that would start, it would probably be August, right? Hopefully sooner, right? I'd love to get my hands on the game a lot sooner, but it'll probably be around that time. However, what about the DMZ mode, right? Because Black Ops 4 saw a beta for both multiplayer and the new mode of that game, which was Blackout. So what if DMZ also gets a beta of sorts that ends up dropping at some point in like September or maybe very early October? And then if that would happen, that would definitely be a big focus for Activision, for Call of Duty at the time, hence why they don't want any attention put towards Vanguard or a potential Season 6. And obviously we know it's been rumored for a while that Season 6 isn't going to happen for Vanguard, and that if you look at the Amazon Prime rewards page, we only have rewards going up to a potential Season 5 of Vanguard. So as you can see on the page, right, there's like 2 rewards left, which means there's 2 seasons left, which we know is going to be Season 4 and 5. Now we also have a report from gaming scooper Tom Henderson that apparently a Rebirth size map is currently in development for Warzone 2, and that likely won't launch with the start of Warzone 2. I would say that's probably going to come out shortly after Warzone 2 comes out with the big new map. They're not going to want to blow their load all in one day where they drop 2 maps at once. If they do that, I'm down for it. That would be cool. A lot of content to cover with that, but I think they'll probably separate it at least by a season or 2. So it's unclear when Warzone 2 is even coming out to begin with. I mean, first of all, Warzone 2 could actually come out this fall. However, it's very unlikely, in my opinion, that they want to blow their load all in 1 month with campaign, DMZ, Warzone 2, and multiplayer. I figured they would probably save Warzone 2's launch for the 3-year anniversary of Verdansk in March. If they don't want to wait that long, maybe shortly after New Year's, but that's up in there completely right now. But it's kind of funny because I honestly believe that with the Vanguard integration in Warzone, that we're going to end up replacing Rebirth at some point with another small-scaled map that also took place in World War II near the Pacific, or another small-scale map like Hashima Island. I was expecting that 100%, but that was before we learned that Warzone 2 was actually going to happen, and there would be a fresh start without any of the previous CODs integrated into those maps. So I think at this point it makes sense, right? They're going to have a fresh start, a big new map coming out soon, and then a small-scale map will soon follow. But I brought up a great idea in my previous Black Ops Cold War update video a couple of days ago, where I'm like, all right, how about to keep the Warzone experiences different from one another, right? To keep the maps exclusive to one another, and to make sure that it doesn't turn into a clusterfuck like Warzone 1, how about Treyarch puts out their own Warzone 2 map that features the Black Ops 2024 weapons, doesn't impact or affect the other Warzone 2 map that's for Modern Warfare 2 and that set of weapons, instead of having it to where, you know, a new map comes out and you can use all types of weapons from many different CODs. Let's not do that again. Let's actually split up how that content works. I think that would actually work out perfectly for Warzone 2. Now, there is a list of weapons going around for the upcoming launch of Modern Warfare 2. Not sure if it's legit or not, but I'm going to read it anyway for those out there that are interested. So apparently we're getting, for the AR section, the MK47 DT MDR, the Beretta ARX 160, and an AK with multiple variants. For SMGs, MP5K, MP9, MP7, UMP45, and even a VZ. For marksman rifles, the Kel-Tec RFB, the M110, and the SASS. For shotguns, a SPAS 12, a Savage M24, and then for pistols, we have the AMT Hardballer, a Beretta, and a CZP-09. For snipers, we have the BFG-50, the CHATAC Intervention, hell yeah, Intervention's coming back, and then for lever action, we have the Winchester 92. Obviously, many more weapons will probably be included in the game at launch, with dozens and dozens to follow throughout the post-launch season. That is currently a list going around that may be legit, so I'm going to read it anyway, because when it comes to rumors, it's worth talking about just in the case it ends up coming true, and at least some of the weapons on that list are more than likely going to end up coming out with the launch of this game. I know the Intervention has been rumored for quite some time already for a launch of Modern Warfare 2, and the ACR was even rumored to come back through like a blueprint or something, or maybe you can forge it with the Gunsmith or some new feature that will also be included in this game's multiplayer. But that is about it. This has been DK Dynamite. Leave our thoughts down below in the comment section. What are your thoughts on the trailers we've gotten thus far for Modern Warfare 2? How are you feeling about the list of supposed weapons? And also, what are your thoughts on the announcements regarding the upcoming gameplay reveal at Summer Games Fest? Really hope you've enjoyed, and peace out, everybody.
Don't get compromised. Guys, you said
We're missing.
good year. This is it, hermano. Bravo, stand by for contact.